Hey there, it's Anne from Fight Like a Girl. Now, you might have seen this particular article and video going around on social media a couple of weeks ago. This was published in ILL on the 22nd of August, 2023. And it's all about a woman who was attacked outside a Musgrave bakery. Now, with us being in Durban, this is pretty close to home, but this camera footage was pretty good. And what I wanted to do is basically break down our interpretation of what happened here and what the lady could have possibly done differently to avoid being the victim in this situation. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to play the video and then I'm going to stop it. I'm going to go back and I'm going to talk through a few points. Hopefully you'll be able to take something away from this and prevent yourself from ever being in this kind of situation. All right, so let's play the video. Okay, I'm going to pause it here and then go back and highlight a few things for you. So first thing we noticed, have a look there. Have a look over here at the getaway car, okay? First red flag, although if she's in the shop already, she wouldn't have seen it. But look at how this car is parked. It's not parked correctly. And it looks like from our point of view they're set up for a really quick getaway, okay? Getaway vehicle waiting. Now, notice the waitress here, she obviously came out of the shop to come and talk to the man who was the attacker. So he obviously followed this lady. Now, we can't see what vehicle she's in. We don't know anything about what happened before this video footage. So only making assumptions here based on what we can see. But from what it looks like to us, she was followed to this destination, and because she was chosen for some or other reason, I suspect she either has a nice fancy car and looks like she's got money. Perhaps she had drawn money at an ATM and she was followed. They were after her wallet and her money. Maybe there was another reason altogether that we can't know. Okay. But she was selected and she was chosen. So the attacker sat down. He's sitting here at a table speaking to the waitress who's obviously come out and offered him a menu or something. Okay. The reason why I say that this lady was chosen specifically was because if you have a look at this lady sitting here, her bag is on her lap, her cell phone is in her hand. She's not paying any attention to anything going on around her. So if this one's more opportunistic, someone looking to randomly pick a quick, easy target to lift a bag and lift a phone, she would have been the perfect person to pick because she's busy on her phone, not paying attention, bag on her lap. So easy to grab both of those and run off really, really quickly. So because of that, that's how we know that this particular lady was chosen for a reason. Let me play the video a bit more. So you see, here goes the waitress back inside the shop. Okay, look here. This lady walks out. It's not a clear shot here, but she's got in one hand, let me see if I can get a better shot. It's hard to see, but in one hand, you can see she's got her cell phone in her hand and possibly a wallet in that hand as well. She's got a packet in her other hand, so her hands are full. If you've been to any of our seminars, you know that we teach you to not have full hands. When you wear a handbag, you wear it across your chest so that your hands are free, so that you can fight back and use them. Okay. Her hands are full. Had she had her wallet and her cell phone tucked away in a bag, which was across her body, it would have been a lot harder to take from her. Maybe she wouldn't have been chosen. Okay. So you see, here's the attacker. She glances at him as he gets up, obviously dismisses him as a threat at this point, and then next thing, there he is, going for what is in her hand, going for her cell phone and her purse. So they have a bit of a struggle. She tries to get away. Actually, this guy tries to get involved and trip the guy. But now, when you have a look, let me go back quickly. Look at what happens here. Again, if you've been in any of our seminars, we teach you that your feet are not designed to go backwards. Okay? Your feet are designed to go forwards. So as you can see in this example, this lady turned her back and she was trying to get away by moving backwards. He did not push her. I'm going to show you again. He did not push her to the ground. She turned, trying to get away. She was protecting her things. And because of that, she tripped over the edge of the pavement and she fell. So he didn't push her down. She fell. In this kind of situation, you don't want to go to ground. So again, in our seminars, we teach step into the fight. Your attacker's not going to expect you to step in. All right. You don't want to back away and put yourself on the back foot and put yourself at risk of going to the ground. You actually want to step into the fight, turn around and retaliate, come into him. If you're going to fight, you come in and you fight as hard as you can. Apparently, she got injured with this fall. It could have been avoided. And then look, the bystanders, I know in some community groups, there's been some discussions about why did it take people so long to get involved? Unless you're trained in self-defense and you're trained in this kind of situation, you either enter a flight or a fright kind of mode here, okay? Your body automatically reacts. Your nervous system automatically reacts. These people were all in shock. This lady, she jumped up from her seat so quickly to get away from the situation. That is a flight response. It's a natural response. Okay, it can't be helped. These other people, they all came outside and they looked and they froze. They don't know what to do. So if you've been in any community discussions, any discussions about how can these people all stop and look, that's the reason why. They are not trained in situations like this, which is why, again, it's also so important for you to have some kind of self-defense training so that you know what to do in these situations. We carry on. You notice that she's on the ground. He has time to take her cell phone, put it in his pocket, and then come back and go after the wallets and whatever else she happens to have. Look at that. Okay, now you see this gentleman. My assumption, Christine's assumption as well, both of us, is that he is likely trained somewhat in this kind of situation because he had no problem getting out there and heading straight into the fight to try and catch the guy. Unfortunately, it just wasn't quick enough. Now, notice also at this point, there's at least two people in this getaway car. The guy in the back seat is probably shouting at him to come and get in the car because now he's at risk of being caught. So the guy gets away, runs around, jumps in the car, and off they go. The main things I would love for you to take away from this particular video and incident are, firstly, pay attention to who and what is in your surroundings at all times. And especially if you are drawing money, you're wandering around in an area that's maybe not a safe area. Okay. When you're aware of who's in your surroundings, it gives you the opportunity to be able to identify a potential threat. When you are able to identify a potential threat, you're able to take action to remove yourself from the situation before a situation even happens in the first place. All right. If, for example, she had been drawing money at an ATM down the road, she was paying attention to who was behind her, who was in the vicinity when she was drawing money. When she got to this location, she might have noticed that the same vehicle was nearby. She might have noticed the person who was sitting at the table outside who attacked her might have been in that location. She could have run back in the shop and so on. Obviously, I'm just making that up because I don't know what happened before we saw the video here, but it's to give you an idea. Okay. The next thing is don't carry your valuable possessions in your hands where they're visible. You're waving them around to the world, saying, yeah, pick me. Okay. Rather have them tucked safely away in a bag. Carry your handbags with a strap that goes across your chest so that it's hard to take from you and your hands are free. All right. Obviously, no problem having one packet. You can drop the packet and fight if you need to. All right. And the next one is if you having a look at the lady who was wearing the orange, remember she had her handbag on her lap and she was stuck on her phone. When people are walking around and out and about and they're glued to their phones, we call that focus lock. All right. Again, this goes back to paying attention. Pay attention to who is around you. She could have been chosen, but she wasn't in this case. She was lucky that she wasn't. Someone else was. But you never know who is watching you unless you were watching. I hope you found this valuable. Please don't hesitate to send us an email, send me a message if you have any questions. And may you stay empowered and safe. Take care for now.